If y'all don't know, Mopwack Law and Company is representing Smack in his ongoing litigations, and we're working around the clock.
Smack will be replaced tomorrow. The show must go on.
You got my client fucked up. So, alright, before we do all that, I'm gonna walk through some of the shit that we want. Them bottles on that wall, them coming with us. That bench in the back, that's gonna be outside Coco's. Them orange couches, you remember how you said ain't no orange couches in Coco's? Yeah, we'll get back to that. Fiat Cola coming with us. Them mics, let's see what we got. We got 550. No, them ain't the DBs. That's 450, 900, and that's another one behind your back right there. Hey, we want it all. I want the hat off your head. Excuse me, my client wants the hat off your head. And at the end of this shit, cause y'all is part owners, but we gonna see how that turns up in the contract by the time we get through laying all this shit out in front of the courts. Because at best, motherfucker, y'all gonna have a slither of that goddamn warehouse when me and Smack is through with y'all. It's about to get real, man. I promise you it's gonna get real.
This replacement will be woke. He will be vibrant. Will know every single topic. He will bring forth topics to the table. He will be an asset to the company.
I just want to say for clarity, this is slander. This is absolutely slander. You're besmirching my client.
He'll be an asset to everybody around him. He will not just come in here and sit down and look at the chat. He will not just come and sit in here and eat Lay's potato chips with hot sauce. He will not come in here with his breath stanking.
Slander. And we not standing for it. Let's start here, Terrell. First of all, Smack's money paid for this shit, not you. This building that y'all in, Smack's hard work paid for that shit. Sorella ain't got nothing to do with it. Sorella only got something to do with the Sorella side of it. But you know what? Since y'all want to merge shit and blur the lines and shit, now Sorella, now Money for Nails, now all that shit is on the table. And we want it. Y'all got my client fucked up. You think you can get on here because and play mental gymnastics with my boy because you smarter than him in your mind? What the fuck you to survive? You know what? We're not here for that. Stop slandering my client. Stop slandering my client. I can't say it no more. Stop it.
From the day before, he will not come in here pissy drunk.
Hey, now let me say this. Let's get real for a second. Not that we haven't been being real this entire time, but look here, man. It wouldn't be no motherfucking back on Fig if it wasn't for my client. You got that? Wouldn't be no motherfucking back on Fig if it wasn't for Smack, cause ain't nothing Fig about your sweet ass. Pause. And like I said, I fuck with you, T-Rail. Now, let me pull that back. Let me pull that shit back. I'm finding it harder and harder to fuck with you, T-Rail. I've fucked with you for a long time. When I first started watching you, I'm like, see, I know a goofy, and let me set this up. I know a motherfucker who's not on that when I see one. So when you first came around No Jumper and this big hoop and all this other shit, I see I see your teeth. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing through it. You know what I mean? I know you ain't no motherfucking gangs. You ain't knowing all that shit. This whole fucking talk and all that shit is all of a show. But over time, I grew to like your personality, who you were, how you conduct yourself, how your mind worked and shit. But you know what they say, man. The longer you let motherfuckers talk, the longer you let motherfuckers, the more you let them do that, the more they'll reveal themselves. And that's essentially what we're dealing with here, man. Over time, we done just seen this nigga really a fuck nigga, dog. He really a fuck nigga, bro. You see how this nigga treat these motherfuckers. And now I ain't even gonna do that. We're gonna keep it on T-Rail. Without Smack, ain't nobody tuning in to no motherfucking initially. Ain't nobody turning this shit on to watch it. Damn sure not for Heather. Now, shout out to the Strawberry Decker. I ain't got nothing but admiration and appreciation for her and her campaign. But don't nobody want to hear you talk. We want to see you. We don't want to hear you. You get what I'm saying? And I don't say that with disrespect. Because it's not that you don't have that you're a woman and you don't have a valuable opinion or what you say don't matter or no shit like that. It's just that that's not what this space. I never looked for that from it. But when you're on there looking good and you can offer some beneficial insights and shit, I see the value and I honor the value in that. But now that don't make Back on Fig. Back on Fig is made by Smack. The authenticity of this Smack motherfucker. I didn't know who the fuck Smack was, like outside of seeing him and shit, but he didn't become a staple in a motherfucker's mind. Not in your mind, but a motherfucker that you're aware of until after this shit. Until Back on Fig. When they brought him on No Jumper, he had a little interview and shit. See, the TDE shit sold it. I never would have clicked on it if the TDE wasn't at the end of the name. But going through that shit and it just show you how fake all this shit is. How motherfuckers will curate your character, curate how they want the world to see you and shit. And then, as you've seen, as we watched over the last few years, they just straight up undid that shit. That initially from the No Jumper push, that was curate. Like, let's go back. Y'all remember they brought Big Deal. His brother was pressing him like, how the fuck you interviewing ODM Slim, but you ain't interviewing nobody from the set? And that's how Smack initially gets over there and all that shit even starts. The ball even gets to rolling like that. You dig? So some kind of way, I'm gonna come back, but just know that's gonna come back up, and not the matter of Big Deal being the one pressing the line saying that, hey man, you need to do this, you need to do that. But from my perspective, and just knowing how hierarchy, how shit flows, you know what I mean? That may have been Big Deal's concern. He may have really cared about that, but some tell me that he was given the task of pressing you or holding you accountable for that because of association, because that's your brother. I don't think he's the only one who was like, what the fuck? You over here interviewing them, but you're not interviewing us. And I should say, fast forward. Now you say you replacing Smack. Smack ain't got nothing to do with it. And you gonna get somebody else and all that shit. And well, outside of the litigation that me and you and my client is going through, I wonder how the street litigation is gonna play out for this, because it's maybe you need to change. Nah, hey, I'm not a Hoover, so I can't tell you what you need to change. I ain't even gonna. But some shit might need to change around there, and that's in the lawsuit as well. So, like I say, and you know what? We're gonna let him do this, and because this is, and then we're gonna go over the cease and desist order that we sent to them on the 27th.
You remember that time you peed on yourself on my couch?
My client never peed on his couch. Emphasis, his couch. Yeah, Y'all gotta understand, Smack is a part owner. So when they say that he did something on their shit inside of his establishment, there are legal concerns there, to say the least.
Right out there, you was so pissy drunk. You done peed on yourself. When you go tell the Lord you got on retainment, tell him I need a new couch.
Bitch, you ain't getting a new couch. You hear me? I ain't giving you a new couch. We want the ones in the back. But on top of that, you bitches gonna steam clean the motherfuckers first because we want them in the condition that Smack's money paid for them bitches to be there. Who the fuck you think you is? Bitch, you'll be lucky if we let you keep one of them sodas out that fridge back there. You got the game fucked up, but you gonna find out.
Remember that time you done fell out here?
I ain't bringing up old shit. I just want y'all to know, all this shit is gonna get litigated in court. I'm letting you know. And we going through this, and I got my briefcase. I'm taking notes. Not that I ain't already took notes, but I'm taking some more notes. Y'all see this shit, motherfucker playing with my client, But that's because they think this shit sweet. But best believe, time gonna tell, boy.
And I had to say Smack is he couldn't make it. Or you remember that time you done left me out of deals, you didn't construct it, put money in your pocket. I got the text.
What deal? Like you know what? Slander.
Messages. You remember?
No.
Okay. Smack is not allowed in here.
Sound good, pretty good. Y'all, pretty soon, y'all ain't gonna be allowed in there. So get your little camera time, get your little shine. I'm glad your little girlfriend bought you a little backpack so you can do something. I promise you, your online operation is gonna be headquartered out of that backpack. In just a few months, we taking the house, we taking the warehouse. No questions asked. You can't keep the cars. No. You can keep the one work truck. You can keep the work truck because I think that's tied to another business or some shit like that. Everything else, run it. The Woodland hit, run it. The spot on Elvira, run it. We need all that.
Smack is not allowed in here. I took your name off the wall. Your name is off the wall. You're not.
And y'all just mishandling funds at this point because the back on Fig account paid for that motherfucker sign. And so for you to take it down, it's just like you just misappropriating funds and shit at this point. Like I say, all this shit, we're going to deal with it. I can't watch too much more of this shit. This shit is pissing me off.
Not allowed in here. Don't come in here. Make sure you got 4-5 lawyers on retainment.
He don't need 4-5. He got the best one. He got the best lawyer in the goddamn town. And ain't nobody fucking with me. And you about to find that out. So you get your fucking legal beagles and you let them know Mopwack Law Company is in town.
Cause when I go to court, I'm gonna need your SSI check. I need it.
And that's snitching. Pardon me, he's trying to snitch, but he don't got all the details. My client isn't on SSI. My client makes way too much money to be on SSI. So while this, I ain't even gonna say it. While this motherfucker over here talking about we need to see the SSI check, you slick, you dry snitching, but you lie snitching. But don't worry, we gonna take that money that you should have used to get that fucking tooth pushed back up in there with the rest of them. And we're going to use that shit to put some motherfucking accessories on Smack new bike.
I need it for 5 summers.
Hey, That tooth is nasty. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That motherfucker is out of pocket, like literally. That motherfucker. Look at that motherfucker.
I need it.
For a motherfucker to get money, man, that is ridiculous.
Well, I ain't look at your little videos that you did, but I want to look.
That motherfucker stepped. Hey, that mother. It's Easter Sunday in his mouth, and the little tooth is doing his Easter speech. He step up there.
At them right now, though, man. I want to look at these little videos that you did right now, and we can react to them. See what's up with you, bruh. But you're losing your mind. You lost your mind. You lost your mind, especially messing with me, man. It's over with for you, young man. Look at this nigga, man. He don't want no.
Hey, we heard enough. You been slandering my client. You slandered my client enough, and I just want you to know that we gonna see you in court, buddy. You got that? We gonna see you in fucking court, buddy. And when we get there, I might wear your ass out in the fucking hallway. Cause I don't. Maybe just to get that tooth back in alignment, but fuck you, man. You got my client fucked up. We not going for this shit. I promise you. And on that note, man, I can't take no more of this shit, man. The disrespect is egregious and it's entirely unacceptable. And with that being said, we're gonna deal with that in court. Now, oh, so much shit. Where do I start? Oh, the internet smoke. Pun and viral waiting, but we gonna get there Monday. We ain't gonna we won't deal with that right now. We can only deal with what has happened. All right. Now I want to let my client speak. Now, we did approve this. We told him I didn't want him putting out no statements and shit like that. But I told him if he was, just keep it light. And he was able to do that. This is what my client had to say.
But we got to go through the courts to get this settled. Because I see me and you can't come to a neutral agreement. You know what I mean? I see that now. So, and I see you got that nigga, that whole ass nigga Jack too. And Jack, you want to get involved?
Oh yeah, Jack. I need your email. I've been trying to get in contact with you as well. You in it too. You was grinning and you in it. We just it was a couple working some things out, but you getting served as well, Jack. We want the boys' house. Keep the boys. We want the boys' house and all the fucking equipment in it. And we're gonna get it. And I'm also suing for the Rolodex. We want all your contacts as well.
I called you and tried to talk to you. You tried to act stubborn. I don't know. I don't got no paperwork. I ain't got this. I ain't got that.
Oh, you ain't got the paperwork, huh? Yeah, right. Okay. Well, what you didn't know was Mopwack Law Company already had the paperwork. We just wanted to see what your hand was going to do, and that told us a whole lot. You in it, my boy. The whole back on Fig is going down. Jack, Heather, Terrell, that little punk ass dog of y'all's, everybody's going down. I mean it. And I love you, G. Perico, you probably should stay out of this. We probably gonna need some royalties off any music that you do with any of the motherfucking artists that you selected off my client's stream when y'all was doing that shit a couple weeks ago, that little 3-day music shit. My client want royalties. He wants a percentage. Yeah. And anybody that was on there, if you get some if you was on the music stream for them 3 days and your views went up and you get some you owe my client money if you made a profit since then because of that situation. I'm just letting y'all know, and we coming for all of it.
Or aren't you peanut head ass nigga? Now you involve yourself in it. So it's cool though. You know what I mean? I can't come from Jack. He ain't got no money. Nigga Jack ain't got no money.
Bro.
Can't come from him.
Bro. Got niggas buying them cars and shit.
Heather over there whooping him across the head for free. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be her manager. She beating him over there.
Yep, you can change your tone now, Jack, and I'll represent you. We'll add you on this motherfucker. We can get some class action shit going on. Cause I remember they was calling you gay. I remember they said they was putting they was besmirching your name as well. And you ain't got to stand for that shit. We can get all that shit taken care of. Don't you worry about nothing. But as long as you over there on that side, Jack, you are in hot water, and it's only getting hotter. You did? Cause me and my client, we not bullshit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Y'all don't want me to get disposed, and she whooping him. She whooping him over the head. But I ain't gonna even get to that, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna get to that, but just know she whooping him over the head. He just, yes, Heather, no, Heather. BOF needs smack.
You got that right. BOF ain't shit without smack.
Can't tell. He act like he can do all this himself. But I guarantee you, BOF will never be the same without me. I guarantee you. Promise you. Promise you.
Well, here's the thing, Smack. There is no BOF without you. You are BOF, and that's what we're going to prove in court. That's what's going to get litigated in court. And like I say, this is where I told my client, go ahead. He had to, but be brief. Don't overdo it. Don't put me in a situation where it's hard for me to represent you. And he said he agreed, and like I say, he stepped up a couple bounds here, but for the most part, we good.
Yeah. Promise you, BOF. Yeah, it won't be the same without me.
Ain't gonna be no back on Fig without you. They're gonna have to call that shit something else. A. B. They gonna have to operate out that fucking backpack, out that IRL backpack. And here's the thing, Smack. Unless you say to me, you know what? Back on Fig paid for that backpack. The money of the profits paid for that. And we could potentially pursue you getting the backpack as well. We can do fucking IRL. You do all this shit, whatever you want to do.
And that's just the bottom line.
Cause Smack said so.
I'm gonna keep it clean. It won't be the same without me, man. But shout out to everybody that really, really rock with me. So.
They're gonna have to call it the T-Real and Heather show, or whatever the fuck that bullshit is that they do on their own time. But in due time, motherfuckers gonna find out. Now, let me say this. Give me some smooth music while I say this shit. Now, it's worth noting that Smack made all this shit, man. Heather, Terrell, they rolled Smack's coattail. They came with the money. That's true. But don't get it confused, man. Smack ain't no low budget nigga, man, like they try to purport to y'all. And that was all narrative shaping and shifting from back then. They were always coming towards this day. And again, this is what we'll litigate out in court, but there is no back on Fig without Smack. Without Smack, you just got two motherfuckers with some money looking stupid on the screen. And that's just what it's gonna be. Maybe they, you know what? let me be quiet because I don't know. We're gonna see where this goes. Yeah. But we back. I just wanted to get that off my chest one time.
With me, man, it's much love and respect, man. Like I said, shit don't stop, though. Shit do not stop. My train gonna keep on going. Believe that. Believe that. Get them likes up. You gotta run them likes up, man. Run them up, man.
And see, I'll say this. They've withheld the contact information, like the login information. Schmack, as a part owner, has been denied access to the building, as you heard Terrell say earlier. Again, he's been denied the login credentials so that he can get himself, at least in the narrative, to have the same visibility as Terrell. But that would, as we see, undermine the tactics that Terrell and Heather were implementing to get the exact desired result of theirs that we're seeing. But what they didn't know was that Mopwack did have competent and qualified representatives. And that will be shown. And we're going to get off of this. Look, let's go over this cease and desist that we sent. Mopwack Law Company, 1201 Rosecrans Avenue, Suite 400, Compton, California, 90222. We deliver this via email and personal service. Now, please be advised that the undersigned firm represents SMAC, hereinafter client, a part owner of the business commonly associated with the mark name SMAC, the company. This letter serves as a formal notice and demand that you immediately cease and desist from the engagement in the conduct described below. It has come to our client's attention that following his recent resignation, termination from the company, you have engaged in or are reasonably believed to be planning to engage in one or more of the following actions: accessing, using, copying, or transmitting company property, records, documents, or electronic accounts, including but not limited to emails, cloud storage, proprietary files, login credentials, financial records, customer lists, and internal communications without authorization. Representing yourself as an authority to act on behalf of the company or to bind the company in any manner. Using the company's trade name, logos, trademarks, or branding in any public or private communications. Disclosing, publishing, or otherwise disseminating confidential, proprietary, or trade secret information belonging to the company or its owners. Contacting, soliciting, or attempting to solicit the company's clients, vendors, contractors, or employees for purposes that interfere with the company's business relationships, and or making false, defamatory, disparaging statements concerning the company, its owners, officers, or employers. The above actions, if continued, may constitute breaches of your obligation to the company, expressed or implied. Misappropriation or proprietary or confidential information, interference within the business relations, and other civil violations. Our client reserves all rights and remedies available under law and equity, including injunctive relief, damages, and the recovery of attorney fees and costs. That's me, y'all. I'm coming for that ass, and we charging a premium because I know you got it. But let's go. We got 2 pages. It's 2 pages on this document. Accordingly, you are hereby demanded to the following no later than 7 calendar days from the date of this letter. Immediately cease and desist all of the conduct described above and any other acts that could harm or interfere with the company or our client's interests. Immediately return to the company all company property in possession or control, including laptops, mobile devices, documents, access cards, keys, and any other physical items. Permanently refrain from accessing, using, copying, or retaining any company electronics, files, records, or accounts, and delete or permanently destroy any unauthorized copies of such material in your possession, other than where legal preservation obligations apply. Immediately cease any use of the company's name, logo, trademarks, trade dress, or any confusingly similar marks, and immediately discontinue any representations that you are authorized to act for or represent the company. You not back on Fig no more, T-Real. Get the fuck out my client's office. You don't belong there no more. Provide written confirmation under penalty of perjury that you have complied with the foregoing demands, and identify all company property returned or destroyed and the accounts, devices to which you had access, confirmation that those such accesses has been terminated. If you fail to comply with these demands within 7 days, and we was being real lenient. I wanted to give them 24 hours. I really wanted to do 12 hours, but Smack said, let them breathe. I said, they ain't letting you breathe. But whatever. Our client will take all appropriate, and I fucking sure am, all appropriate legal steps to protect his interests without further notice, including seeking injunctive relief and monetary damages. Nothing in this letter is intended to be, nor should it be construed as an exhaustive statement of our client's rights or remedies, and all such rights and remedies are expressly reserved. We strongly advise you to treat this correspondence with the seriousness it deserves. Should you have any explanation you wish to provide or believe you hold documentation supporting your conduct, you may forward that information in writing to the undersigned, provided that any such disclosures does not itself include or further disclose confidential company materials. So I say all that to say, stop playing with my client. Speedboat, what it do? Yeah, we not bullshitting. We want everything. We want the dog. We want the cars. We want the warehouse. We want the mics. We want the computers. We want the sets. We need it all, and that's just where we at with it, y'all. And it's real. It's going down, and that's just what it is on that. And with that being said, we're going to close that chapter for right now. We're going to set that where it needs to be, because we need to go. We got to deal with Butcher Bear Brown now. Butcher Bear Brown